Hello again, and how are we all? Today I have something a little different. It's similar but still different. See, I'm doing a shadow box, a 12 by 12 shadow box frame. And when I saw those Polaroids, this is what I thought of. I thought, let's do something different and unique, and yeah, this is what I came up with. Basically it's a 12 by 12 layout, but it's for a shadow box frame, and that frame I actually got from Kmart. It only cost me $10, I think. Kmart here in Australia, that is. And yeah, I thought it would be perfect for these Polaroids. I wanted to do like a Polaroid board type thing. You'll see what I mean when I get through this. So, diving right in, starting with this massive packet of Polaroids. Did anyone actually count how many Polaroids were in the packet in the kit? There was 20. 20! Yes. So I really wanted to find a way to use them up. And this is what I came up with. I decided to do a frame of my husband and my two boys. And yeah, just pick some random photos of them and strung it all up. So you'll see I'm starting with the frames and the photos. As you can see, my hot glue gun is ready to go. A hot glue gun is your best friend when you were doing a off the page project of some kind. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So you're probably cringing at my technique of attaching these Polaroids to these photos, but it was the quickest way to do it for me, and it worked. It works out just fine. But yes, I'm sure there's a much better way to do it than my just stick it on and cut it out. But hey, it works. And yes, I have turned over some of the frames so they're different colours. It was white on the back and this cream on the front. I decided to use, for the big photos, to use the white side, just to give it a bit of variation and make it look a little, a little different. So the first thing I'm doing is just framing and placing the photos. But it's about now that you'll see I'm going to get my string or twine, whatever you want to call it, and string up my piece of paper to attach my Polaroids to. So I use hot glue because, well, it can stick anything, can't it? I was worried if I used washi it would just slip through anyway, but in the end I use both. But hot glue is just, it's quick and easy. It's quick and nasty, but it's quick and easy. It holds everything. I've yet to find anything that it does not hold. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. Easter hat parades, multicultural day costumes, you name it. It holds everything. My sister, actually, my nephew is in kindergarten, so this year was his first Easter hat parade, and my sister discovered that making an Easter hat parade without a hot glue gun is very difficult. So I told her to invest in one, said it'll be the best investment you ever made for school projects. So yes, I love my hot glue gun. But I always have a habit of misplacing the hot glue sticks. Anyone else do that? Oh, I'm terrible for it. But anyway, back to the layout. So my string is strung. And yeah, you'll see what I plan to do. I'm making, so when you get the little pegs and you hang it from the string, that's what I had in mind for this. See, just using some washi to make it a little bit tighter. So I apologise if this video this voiceover is louder than usual or crackly or picking up extra noise. I don't know what's going on when I'm listening back to it, but I'm using my new iPad Pro, and this is the first voiceover I've done on it. So yeah, the audio on this thing is amazing when I listen to things, and I'm assuming it's the speakers it's picking up everything. Like, you even heard me flick the silent button on my phone, so this thing's really cool. But yeah, until we work out all the little technical bits, I apologize if you will find crackly bits or if I'm too loud. So yeah, bear with me. So see, that's one of the little pegs that came in the kit, so that worked out well. And I do also happen to have some in my stash as well, not the pretty silver, but just the plain ones. And yes, I am gluing down the Polaroids as well. I don't trust the pegs to do this. It's all fake. It looks great, but it's fake. The pegs won't hold them where I want them. So I hot glue the photos and then I hot glue the pegs as well. But hey, it looks fantastic. But you might have noticed that I was only putting hot glue on the twine. I was hoping to glue the photo to the twine so it still had a bit of movement so it didn't look as fake. So I didn't want to glue the photo down to the paper, just the twine, so it still had that bit of movement in it. So I'm going to start working on my title piece. What I wanted was this shape as sort of like a centerpiece for the whole layout and for the frame. And so all I did was I went on Google Images, typed in flourish frames, I think it was, and picked one that I liked, and literally all I'm doing is tracing it onto the back of this 6x6 paper from the kit and cutting it out nice and simple. And then I'm going to put that right in the middle and eventually use that for my title. Just inking the edges so it doesn't look so flat and 2D, just to give it a bit of dimension and make it stand off that paper a bit better. And then using some collectibles from the die cuts. I really love the die cuts in this kit. They were a lot of fun to play with and some really good phrases and things on them. So yeah, you'll see I lay out a lot of my stuff before I glue it down. I was very indecisive. I really was. I wasn't 100% sure where this was going at the time. I knew what I had in my mind, but all the embellishments I wasn't really set on yet. So yeah, we figure it out. Yes, back with the hot glue. I'm telling you, a hot glue gun is your best friend. It is a must-have in any crafter's arsenal, absolutely. So I knew when I had this in mind, I knew I would have to use the hot glue gun. There was no way I was going to try and mess around with different types of adhesives to try and get this work. So I just went straight for the hot glue gun. So I'm just noticing how lovely and messy my desk must look to you all. As you can see, I have the 12x12 area where I put my layout, and then it's just mess all around it, and you'll often see me dig through that mess looking for what I'm after. But it works for me. This is my chaos and it works for me. So yeah, I do clean up before I start a layout. Every time I clean up my desk and make plenty of space, and then it doesn't take long and it looks like this. There's things to the right, there's things to the left. It's an absolute mess. But it's my mess, so I love it. So I do fiddle around with the embellishments for a few minutes. It takes me a bit before I get in my groove. Anyone else do that? Get very indecisive, start playing with embellishments, but once that first one locks into place, it just flows from there. Anyone else have that happen? So yeah, I do mess around for a bit, but then once it starts, it flows really well. My toothpicks. So would you believe I have no toothpicks in my house? None whatsoever. And I've been wanting to make little flags out of washi tape and toothpicks for ages. And every time I go to do it, I have no toothpicks. So last time my husband went to the shops, I said, can you please grab me some toothpicks? Took him a while to find them because they hide them apparently, according to him. But I finally got my very own packet of toothpicks for my craft room. Just in time for this layout. So I use the washi and I make some little flags. This flag bugs me. Looking back on it now, it annoys me. I don't know why. It should be the other way around. If I'm going to put it there, it should be the other way around. So yeah, it bugged me at the time. It still bugs me now, but hey, it's there, it's down, it's done. So I think I put 2 on the layout. But yeah, they're very simple to make. If you're not sure how, you just get a toothpick, get some washi, wrap it around and cut yourself a fishtail banner. Done. It's a really cute little embellishment to make and to have, because you can customize them to your layouts with your washi tape. Oh, see here, this is how you do it. It's that simple. So yeah, really cool. Lots of fun. Yes, I'm hot gluing everything down. I'm not going to leave anything to chance. It's going to all be attached really well and it's not going to move. And hot glue is really good for flares too. You ever have any problems trying to stick down flex? I know I do. Hot glue doesn't budge. You gotta love it. But I'm going to stop raving about hot glue now because I must sound like a lunatic. But anyway, I'm just cutting some foam to stick under there because some flare, it's raised on the edges and hollow inside, you know, where you're supposed to put some foam dots or something to stick it. So I'm just putting some foam in just so it doesn't sort of bend down on an angle, because there's nothing I hate more than that. So yeah, just shoving in there to pack it so it doesn't, you know, bend. You know what I mean. It's late, bear with me. So yes, attaching my pegs now. I've realized that there are no pegs on most of my photos, so yeah. This packet of mini pegs I think I got for $2 from a cheapie shop, or a $2 shop, whatever you want to call it, wherever you are in the world. Here it's just like a $2 shop. I think I might have got them from Dollar Tree or something. So yeah, really cool. Really, they're just a really good little embellishment to have in your stash, because you never know when you could use them, and they're really small and thin, so you can use them on a layout and not make it too bulky. So I'm just putting my embellishments together, and then I'm going to put them on the twine as well. I wanted to make it look like everything was hanging from this twine. I'm not sure what the word is that I'm looking for, but I'm sure you know what I mean. When you see it together, you'll know what I was aiming for. I wanted to make this, you know, like a little framed, you know, like the twine with the pegs where you hang your Polaroids off. So that was my aim with this. So yeah, all the embellishments and everything are hanging essentially, yes, fake, but hanging from the twine, even though I've glued it all down, but you know, that's our secret. But yeah, so that's what I was going for, and yeah, I think it ends up turning out really well. I'm happy with it. I like it. It's different to other layouts I've done in the past, a lot different, and yeah, because it's in the 12 by 12 shadow frame, it looks really cool. It's a really nice little something different, but not too different, you know what I mean? So I'm just going through some of the stuff from the kit just to see what I might like to use on the layout, just pulling out a few pieces that I like. And yeah, I fiddle around with this one for a while. It's hard, I don't know why. It just doesn't look right. So, but in the end, I'm pretty happy with it. So I wanted to have like a little cluster of embellishments over here. I fiddle around with these two tags for a few minutes, and when I first put them on, bear with me, I know it looks weird, but then I go get this little, okay, not little, it's the unique banner thingy. I turn it into a banner anyway, cut a fishtail in it and add it, and it ends up looking really good. So it ends up suiting where I end up putting it. I don't put it between these two photos because it just looks weird, and I end up putting that over on the left hand cluster, and it looks really good. I like it there. So just going through my alphas to see if I have enough to spell my title, and these alphas they didn't pop off that piece of C. I try to see if it's going to work, but it does. It's just going to blend in. I do put it down and try first, but then in the end I decide you can't read it, so it doesn't work. The background's too busy, so it doesn't work for me. So in the end, I get a scrap of paper that I've got that's not as busy and more plain, and put it down underneath my alphas so you can actually read it better. So unfortunately my camera cut out before I'd finished the layout, and I didn't notice, so I wasn't able to reset and re-record. I finished the layout, and I also embellished the frame a bit as well, so it's going to cut out in a minute here. So this is all you get to see of the layout. So stick around for the photos and you'll see how I finished it off. It's just a shame you don't get to see me finish it, but yeah, this is the end result. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one, so I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.